everybody, welcome and welcome back to my channel. It's such a blessing to always have you come and watch my channel. This is a channel whereby you get to learn, you get motivated, you get new teachings. We share and discuss issues of life. It's a place for you to be. I'm Lucy Ben. Welcome back to my channel. And this wonderful morning, I'm talking to you. You that is single right now. I want to talk to all the single people who are trying to look for the love of their lives. I tell you what, marriage works. Marriage does work, and it is working. I've seen it because personally I'm married not for too long, but by the grace of God, I'm married to a pastor, and I'm also a pastor. We've been married for 15 years, which I thank God for that. I don't just take it lightly, but it's by His grace. And so I believe I have something that I can tell every single person that is watching this channel right now. I'm here to tell you, yes, marriage works. Marriage is beautiful. Marriage, everybody needs to be, maybe if you're planning to get married, just know that yes, it will work, and getting right there in the right mind. And so today I'll be talking to all the young people, and I'll be talking about, before you say I do, there's some things that you need to know before you say yes I do. There are some important things that you need to consider, which will help you to make the right decisions concerning your marriage. And so today, it's my honor and it's my privilege. Kindly, if you've watched my videos and you've not subscribed, go back right now and just subscribe. If you've not given them a thumbs up, please do so. Write a comment down below and hit the notification bell for you to be able to watch all my new videos that I'll be uploading. And also remember to share this link with people that you love. Let them see what is happening. And so I'm glad and I'm blessed this morning to be talking to you. I'm Lucy Ben, and welcome back to my channel. And so for me to start off this talk today, I'll be talking about something that you need to consider as a single person. There's something that you truly need to consider. And the first thing that you need to consider is, why are you getting married? Are you getting married for all the right reasons, or you're getting married for all the wrong reasons? Why do you want to get married? Why are you jumping into marriage? For the Bible says that before you get into marriage, give it a good consideration. Don't just jump into it. Think about it, meditate on it. Ask yourself some questions. Why do I want to get married? And am I ready for marriage? Because people are getting married today for all the wrong reasons. And after 2 months, after 3 months, after 1 year, people are divorcing. And you know what? Marriage, it was God's mind. It was intentional that God made it. It's an institution that God Himself ordained in the Garden of Eden. And so for you to be able to jump into marriage, for you to have a good marriage, you need to consider it. You need to give it a thought. Why am I getting married? Am I ready for marriage? Most of the young people, men and women today, they're getting married simply because there is so much pressure from their parents. Why are you not getting married? You need to get married. Time is rushing. And this makes a young person to just jump into marriage even without thinking about it. Okay? Some young people are getting married because of their peer. All your friends are getting married and you're not yet married. And so you're in a rush to jump into marriage even before you consider it, even before you ask yourself, am I ready for this marriage? Or I'm just doing it because of the pressure around me. Let me advise you. Never get married for the wrong reason. Because number one, you're desperate. You're seeing like time is gone. Like everybody around you, they're getting married and you're left out there. You take your time. There is time for everyone. Time belongs to God, and it's God who brings in seasons in our lives. It is God who brings these times in our lives. And so if your time has not yet come, my friend, just take your time, pray about it. Even marriage, it's something that you need to pray about. It's not just a matter of just going out there looking, yeah, it is good to look for the partner, for the girl that you want to marry, but you need also to pray and ask God, Lord, just give me the right woman, bringing the right woman in my life. I mean, I need you, Lord, to help me in this. Pray about it. And so, do you want to get married for all the right reasons? Or you're getting married because there's too much pressure from friends, from parents? I mean, your peers are all getting married and so you want to jump into it. Let me tell you, don't do that because people are doing it anyway. Because I've seen people make mistakes because of that. All right? So have the right reasons why you want to get married. And yes, I want to get married, or you want to get married. Are you ready for marriage? Because marriage is a commitment, it's a lifetime commitment. I mean, it's not just a walk out commitment kind of a thing. No, it is a lifetime commitment whereby you give your time, you give your resources, you give your love. Okay, so you need to commit yourself. So, are you ready for this kind of a thing? If you're not ready, please take your time, consider it, give it a thought before you jump into it. I encourage you, take your time. And now, after you've asked yourself, am I ready for marriage? And why am I getting married? The next thing that you should ask yourself is, why am I getting married to this person? Why this person and not the other one? Why do I want to get married to so and so? Why are you getting married to the people that you want to get married to? Do you have all the right reasons? Because again, that is where young people, single people are making the wrong decisions. Some of young people, they're getting married to people even that they don't love, but they love what they have. Why are you getting married to that person? Is it because you have that chemistry? Is it because you're feeling attraction towards them and you're convinced that these are my life partner? Are you getting married to that guy because you're feeling like you love him or he loves you and the two of you, you're meant to be together? You're getting married to that person because of what they have or what they possess or their positions and their titles. And their possessions. Don't get married to that person because of a wrong reason. Because let me tell you, things change, life changes, people change, situation changes. You could be loving that person because they have nice jobs, they have good cars, they have nice houses, they have the best figure that you could ever want in a woman. And then, after sometimes, I assure you, uh, businesses goes down. Sometimes people are retrenched, they don't have job. Sometimes people just have financial stress and they're no longer having that money that you wanted. What will you do after all these things have been taken away from these people? Will you continue loving the person? Are you getting married to that person for all the right reasons? Tell me right down there on the comment section. Am I getting married for the right person, for the right reason? And am I getting married to this person for all the right reasons? Or I have my own personal interest? And that's why we have trouble nowadays. Couples get married, but after sometimes we've seen many people. After sometimes people are divorcing or people are leaving one another simply because they lost their job. They lost the money they used to have. They are no longer financially stable. And people are like separating. Are you getting married to that person for all the right reasons? This is serious, by the way. This is very serious. Why are you getting married to that person? For men, maybe you could be getting married to that girl because you love the figure and all that. And I promise you, after children have come, things changes. Girls start adding weight, some lose their figure. Will you stop loving this woman? Hey, just tell me. Write down there on the comment section. How will it go for you? Will you continue loving this person? Why do you want to get married to that person? Why that person? You have the right reasons. That even after all has been taken away, love still wins. Love still stands. Commitment is still there. I challenge young people today, get married to the right people for the right reasons. not for beauty. Beauty comes and go. I mean, things happens to people, and you see people lose their beauty, the beauty that they used to have. I mean, the money that they used to have, the possessions, the positions at workplaces. So get married to people for all the right, and I repeat, right reasons. All right. And again, something that you need to consider while you two people are coming together, something that you need to know before you say I do in your courtship. Do you enjoy your time together, two of you? Do you have any conversations? Do you communicate between the two of you? How is your communication? Do you feel good? Do you feel comfortable with this person? Do you feel happy with this person? Do you have something in common when you're together? When you're courting, do you talk about your future? I mean, what are you talking? What are you discussing in your courtship? I'd encourage every young person to always remember that it is important for you to take your time to get to know the person that you want to settle down in life with. It is very important. It's essential. I mean, this one, it's important. The most important thing, it's for you to get to know the person. I'm sure that you'll never know them 100%, but the little that you can be able to know the person, it is very, very important for you to get to know the person that you want to get to settle down with. Know them. And this is only possible if you take your time in courtship to get to know them, know their personality, know what they want, know what they like, what they hate, get to know them, know their reactions, know how they deal with anger. I mean, you need to consider all these things. Don't just assume that, oh, I know he's like this, but I know that I can be able to change him. Lying, girl, you're lying. You're lying to yourself. I mean, there's no way you'll be able to change any person. If there's a weakness that you're seeing during your courtship, that's a red card. If there's a habit that you're seeing, a character you're seeing during courtship, that is a red card. Consider it, give it a consideration, because some of these habits, some of these characters will never change. You will never be able to change this person. And so if you don't take your time just to consider this thing, and you say, with this one I don't think I can be able to handle it. I don't think I'm ready to live with this kind of a person or something like that. Just consider these things that you see, the red flags that you see. Consider them carefully, because these are the things that you'll find them in marriage. The person comes into marriage with these characters and habits, and you're unable to change them. And at the end of 2 years, 3 years, you're like, no, I'm fed up. I cannot take it anymore. With this, what it does, I cannot take it anymore. I'm tired and I'm out of these things. So, in your courtship, very important, take your time. I mean, take your time. Just take your time and get to know this person and see their characters and their habits. Are you able to deal with them? Are you able to settle down with? I've seen young ladies make these terrible decisions that can never be reversed. Like, you saw a weakness in this person, but because you loved him and because you've given your heart to him, you settled down with him. After sometimes you come and say, Pastor Lucy, this is happening. I don't know what to do. Let me tell you. I always say, and it's known, that it's important that you even break that engagement. Yes, it is good and wise for you to break an engagement than to break your marriage. So if you see there's something that you cannot handle from this person, what maybe they are doing or how they're living their lives, my dear, hey, a red card, consider it. See whether you are able to do anything about it. If not, just call it off. Call it off. Call it off. Sometimes the people that we court, sometimes the people we get engaged to, they're not the people who will marry us. So don't feel like, I cannot leave this person, not now. I've spent my time with him, not now, I cannot leave him. My dear, if there's something that you're seeing it's not working out in your engagement, in your courtship, let it go now. Let it go. I mean, break that relationship for the better of your marriage in future. Don't get into marriage with some habits and characters that you don't like from your partner. Please check on that. Consider it for you to be able to have a healthy marriage. Okay? Remember that you will never change a person. You'll never change them. I mean, no matter how soft they look, no matter how good they look, I mean, you'll never change that person. And so, in your courtship, always remember to talk about your future. Talk about important things in your courtship. Not, sometimes young people, when they're courting, they're always discussing about things happening around them, and they forget to talk about their future together. When you are in your courtship, also, most of the young people, they are talking about their wedding day, and they're planning and they're seeing this wedding day, how wonderful it will be, how great, I mean, how smart they will look, how their parents will be smiling, and they forget to discuss about their marriage. And that is where the problem now lies, whereby young people, single people, they are planning about the wedding day, and they're forgetting the most important thing about their marriage. You give your energy, you give your time, you give your resources for an event whereby you forget to plan for your marriage, which is like forever until death do you part. So it is important when you're courting, talk about your marriage. Talk about how you'll make your life better. How many kids do you want to have? Where do you want to stay? I mean, how will you take care of the two of you and your family? Talk about marriage in your courtship. Plan about your marriage in your courtship. And for that, just get to find people who can help you. Look for role models that you can look up to, people that can guide you, people can lead you, people who can always pray with you, people who will always shape you. I mean, people you can ask questions about marriage and they answer them correctly. I mean, people that you can look up to. Make sure that you have people that will walk with you in the road of marriage. I tell you, marriage is beautiful. I've enjoyed my marriage for the past 15 years by the grace of God. And if you ask me, if I were to get married today, I'll still get married to the same person, Pastor Ben. So, marriage is a good thing for every person wanting to get into marriage. Pray about it. Ask God His will to be done in your life concerning your marriage. I mean, don't just ignore things. Don't just think that things just happen. No, take your time, pray about it, and plan about your marriage. Don't consider very much about your wedding day. By the way, if today I'm asked the kind of a wedding I'd love to have, I'll not do a very expensive wedding because I've come to know it's not about the wedding, it's about your marriage. I've seen people spend millions of shillings, millions of money planning for their wedding day, and it's just some few hours event, and that's it. And after some times, you see them failing in marriage. And so you're like, what's the point of this? Was it for a show or for what? So, young people, when you are thinking about marriage, please consider planning about your marriage and not the wedding day. Get this right, not the wedding day, it's just an event. All right. So, also, I'll advise young people when you've gotten your role models, it's also important to read articles on marriage. I mean, talk to people about who can counsel you on marriage. I mean, listen to this kind of talks, they will help you shape up your marriage. And so, with that, I believe that you'll be able to enjoy your marriage, you'll be able to love, love, love your marriage. I tell you, marriage works, marriage is beautiful. I mean, if you have the right person with you, if you have the right partner with you, marriage is good. And for you that is not happy with your marriage and you're like, what are you saying? I mean, yes, I'm here to tell you that marriage is beautiful when you let the owner of marriage take the lead. Because most of the time people are in marriage, but then they're not letting the one who ordained the one who officiated, the one who created, the one who had the mind of marriage to take the lead in your marriage. If you don't allow God, let me tell you, I promise you, you'll never enjoy that marriage. Allow God to take the lead in your marriage. Sometimes we've learned, we have knowledge concerning marriage, but then there's the manufacturer and he has the money. He has the manual to marriage. So always consider God, always consider Him. Talk to Him concerning your marriage issues. And let me get to know in the comment section some of the hiccups that maybe people are facing in marriage, some of the questions that you have concerning marriage. I'll be happy and I'll be glad to answer these questions. Remember always to love this video, subscribe to my channel, and also share with your friends, and leave a comment down below. If you've not hit the notification bell, kindly do so for you to be able to get to watch my upcoming videos. You know what? I'm Lucy Ben and I'm blessed to be talking to you. I'm happy and I'm glad. Thank you for coming back to my channel. Have a wonderful time. And tell you what, marriage, marriage, it's a beautiful thing because it is the mind of God. Don't give up on your marriage. It can work. It can work. So kindly follow me and get to see some of the videos that I'll be doing on relationships, on marriage, and also I'll be telling my own story on my concerning my marriage with my husband. I'm sure that you'd love to watch it. So till next time, thank you. God be with you. I love you. God bless you.